Top left of the map, sporting the purple colors once again, it is our Terran player Day9 Ladder Clan's Greedo.
In the bottom right, King Sejong Station is our yellow Protoss player, Day9 Ladder Clan's Fade.
It's kind of funny, just as we were switching over to start this, I looked down, and Fade, when he spams, he goes up to 400 APM.
Wow. Yeah, I was not paying attention to that.
Greedo's not so much the spammy guy. He's hanging out at about 100, sometimes less. Yeah, Fade, it goes all the way up to 400. Yeah, I basically made it there. He got to 394. And he went back down.
430, 450, 460. See, that doesn't reflect his WPM though.
His words per minute. Nope. I think I like the fastest I've really ever seen. It's probably around 100, but that was just like in direct contact. I mean, I've heard of people being able to go faster than that.
Oh, I've heard.
I certainly don't type that fast, and even if I could, I wouldn't, just because I don't think that could.
Right. People get crazy too. They actually. Uh-oh. Do you see what I'm seeing? Yeah,
and Greedo should be pretty aware of what's about to happen. Oh, he's gonna do it crazy aggro style. Just gonna put the pylon right in his face. Here's the thing: whenever you see a probe like darting around this much, you know, not just patrolling around your base, but actually moving like that, that is a huge indicator that he's about to put something down somewhere. And he's just going to let the pylon finish, and then he's going to put a cannon on the low ground with a different... Oh, nice. And he's going to wall it off with a gateway. So he's actually just using the cannon to give him high ground vision. He's going to throw down another pylon here. And he doesn't really care if these pylons at the top actually finish or not. He just needs to... actually get attacked, sorry. He cares if they finish. Just because once this cannon finishes, he's just going to be able to shoot this down, and it's too much defense here. Really to break through that. This is a really nice setup here from Fade. I'm sure our resident expert at this sort of thing.
Gonna lose the probe!
But he has a second one, so somehow he's fine. Throwing down another pylon. And yeah, he's focusing a little bit too hard on the pylons and not on the not so much on the probes here, so they're able to just really continue to wreak havoc. And this is a really brutal spot for our Terran player.
Not gonna be easy. He's gonna move his barracks, see if he can build in peace.
Now, the liftoff move to another location strategy, which is what Greedo is using here, I do recall Prunef actually telling me that this is not a good idea. The only reason for this being is that you lose so much economic time that as long as your opponent doesn't go crazy cannons, like if he actually just transitions into building army units, he will outpace you, and very, very quickly.
Yeah, this is gonna take forever for the CC to float.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice location in this particular map too, just because it actually locks down the natural somewhat as well. There's really nothing he can do, by the way, to stop this zealot from running over here. So this probe actually follows the army and sees where he's trying to put it, blocks it with a pylon. Oh, it's brutal. Delays it even longer.
This is tough. This is tough to watch.
It happens. He is going to be able to clear that location out pretty quickly. And yeah, he's even just going to land slightly off center. I wonder if he's going to keep it like that. Oh, and he's just going to start cannon rushing him right here. No, he's going to put down 2 pylons and probably back off. He really should throw down a Cybernetics core and just build up, though. He's done a lot of damage into workers. He's up 18 to 10. He can just tech from here and build up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants to try this anymore.
Cyber core is complete. Just going to probably transition to the 4-gate, but he's working on his gas.
Okay, so yeah, he does have the Cyber Core tech up. I wasn't watching the production deck closely enough. Second zealot out. So you're just going to try and get the Marines while they're focused on the pylon. Greedo's too good for that, sees what's happening, kites them back into the bunker, and Fade is forced back out. He's actually going to track that down and kill it.
So now, if Fade plays this right, he can have a continuous advantage, but he can't sit idle for too long. As long as he can get his economy up, push the 4-gate in there.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's going to happen here, no matter what, he's going to be able to build up a decent pile of units, and then when he starts attacking, all the SCVs will run over and try to protect the bunker, right?
Hmm.
That's only going to work to a certain point because if Fate's on top of his micro at that point, he can just start focusing down the workers, and all he has to do is just make the worker numbers fall. Just bring him back down. And even though, yeah, Fade's actually getting on top of his own worker production as well, actually making sure he saturates the space completely. And see that army supply continue to climb.
Stalker coming out of that lone gateway up there. Probably going to join this zealot.
One thing I would actually like a lot from him is if from Fate is if we go up and actually kill this final supply depot that's just hanging out right there. Supply block Greedo a little bit. Force him to spend some more money on things that aren't army. But looks like honestly, I think at the end of the day, maybe it doesn't matter too much.
Still in this, though.
I like the +1 armor upgrade from Fade here. All he has to do is grab one sentry along with the army, and he will have basically +3 armor against the Marines. And is he gonna wait for the? Is he actually gonna wait for the armor upgrade or just go?
Ooh,
Yeah, he's definitely going to because he's throwing down a pylon for reinforcements, or not. Go a little bit for the anti-timing here. Actually, doesn't want to engage just quite yet. A little micro battle back and forth.
Dance party!
3 SCVs getting pulled from the line here actually reduces the economy to 15 for Greedo during this engagement. Fade up 24, over 18 workers total. Picking off a lot of Marines here, actually doing a very good job of not getting dragged into that bunker. And I think, yep, gonna poke forward, poke back, poke forward, poke back. Wait for the shields to recharge a little bit. Continue the engagement.
No breather here for our Terran player.
No, and he's actually going to be supply blocked in just a moment as well, while he would be if he wasn't losing Marines. And down goes the bunker. Okay, with that, I actually think he's in a lot of trouble now. He has to pull all the SCVs. Yep, there he goes. You see a little bit of engagement here. But you see, any SCVs he actually loses now is really, really, really rough to deal with. He's got nothing else coming out in the back of this. He's not getting any more minerals. All he can do is produce a Marine. And yeah, all this led to these SCVs. SCVs going up against Stalkers. Stalkers are fairly good in that situation. He's actually going to tax them. Greedo throws out the